Tyron, is your rehab over? Are you still rehabbing these days? Kind of where are you in that process?
Yeah, I feel really good. It's just about the mental part. I think these practices have been nice the last couple of days. To just feel what it's like to be out there, to be moving around and not be thinking about it, and see how I respond the next day. So it's just this last part. The strength is good, the movement's good, just the confidence to do everything.
How important is it? Is getting over that hurdle easier now because you were able to do some stuff with the scout team towards the end of last year? This isn't your first time back out there?
Yeah, but it's all new. It's different people. It's different strength. Back then I couldn't run. I couldn't run fast. I could move a little bit. But now I can feel like I can do anything. I can run at a top speed. It's just in those moments the reaction's coming naturally.
I think it would be kind of unprecedented for a 40-year-old quarterback to come back off an Achilles injury and play at a high level. How much personal motivation? I don't think anyone's ever done that. So, How much personal motivation does that bring to you?
Yeah, more now that you mentioned that. So thank you for that. I have a lot of motivation. I love the game. I want to play at a high level. I don't want to go out. I've said it before. As a bum, I want to be able to play. So that's why I put the work in. Believe in my abilities. You guys saw it today when there's no pads on, but I can obviously still throw with the best of them, and can still move around. And look forward to, my confidence in my ability to move, getting back to where it was last year, and going out and playing well. I think all the individual possibilities for recognition would be great. But if I play the way I'm capable of playing, we're going to be playing for a lot more than that.
Are you hungrier now than you were a year ago?
Oh, I don't know. I was pretty damn hungry last year. I'm enjoying this time. I really am. It's been very interesting 8-9 months. A lot of grinding to get back. So I'm trying to enjoy this time, everything that comes with it, and get to know my guys and look for ways to help us get better.
You said earlier there's pressure on all of us.
All of us, yeah.
Why do you say there's pressure on you?
Well, I think if I don't do what I know I'm capable of doing, we're all probably going to be out of here. So I like that kind of pressure, though. I know there's, it's a tough market to play in. It's not for everybody. I relish that opportunity, and that's the way the NFL is. I'm not saying anything monumental as you guys are typing away and putting your tweets out. This is how it is every single year. You might not say it, but as you get older in the league, if you don't perform, they're going to get rid of you or bring in the next guy to take over. It happened in Green Bay. So, and I'm, a few years older than I was back then. So I expect to play at a high level. I expect us to be productive and competitive and all that stuff to take care of itself.
It seemed like towards the end of training camp last year, getting into the regular season, you guys as just a team collectively were in a really good place. Shit kind of hit the fan shortly thereafter. Now that you guys are back, you have some more veterans, whether it's Morgan, Tyron. Do you feel like you guys are getting back to kind of where you were in terms of the foundation you're trying to build?
I think we're ahead of where we were last year. There's a second year in the offense helps. The veteran leadership helps a lot, too. I don't think you can undervalue that with Tyron and Big Moses, and then bringing John in as well. Those guys have played a lot of football, and now you're looking at the guys who played a lot last year. Starting the season in backup roles gives you a lot of confidence in the two deep and the offensive line. We brought in some other veterans around us as well. I haven't seen Hassan yet or Javon, but love those signings. I think it's time for the players to continue to take ownership of the locker room and the team. Player-led teams are the teams that give you the best chance to win. And even though there's obviously a lot of heat on all of us, it's important for us to balance that by really taking ownership and accountability inside the locker room.
You and Garrett were really great in chemistry last year. Before you went down, do you feel like you guys picked up where you guys left off?
Well, I mean, it's 2 days in, 2 days in the OTAs, so I like to just temper expectations with everything. But he's got all the makings of a star receiver, and we feel like if we can both stay healthy, that we can accomplish a lot this year. But it's going to be important we communicate. I think having SJ in the room is going to be great for him. And I like the additions. I like seeing guys like Zay and JB coming back, in year 2 and looking good.
Nathaniel Hackett's been under fire, and there's a recent report that said the team's looking to replace him. As someone who's very close to him, what are your thoughts on what he's been through? You're obviously aware of the criticism that he takes left and right.
Yeah, I mean, there's been an interesting year, a couple years for Nathaniel. He's a tough guy, but we're all human, and I'm guessing that it wouldn't be the easiest situation to take that kind of critique over and over, but I think it's in times of adversity, kind of the character is revealed, and I applaud him the way that he handled some tough times last year. Obviously, I'm aware of the stories that are out there, thanks to Eric. But obviously, there's a lot of faith in him with me, obviously with Robert, and I think Robert, to his credit, has taken a deeper role in the offense. One of his best qualities is the ability to defer, and allowing Brick to run the defense and Hack to run the offense frees him up to kind of float around. And as a defensive coach, he's been in that room a lot, but he's been kind of sitting over to the left of me a good amount of the offseason so far. So we appreciate his influence. He's brought some really good ideas to the table. He's been joking how he doesn't kind of know everything about the offense yet, definitely not the signals. But he's added a lot of interesting stuff that you'll see throughout the OTAs and training camp, which I think will be pretty cool for us.
Aaron, how seriously did things get with RFK about being his running mate? Obviously, we haven't gotten a chance to talk to him since that came out in March.
Yeah, I love Bobby. We had a couple really nice conversations, but there were really 2 options. It was retire and be his VP, or keep playing. And I want to keep playing.
Some people will look at like the vice presidential talk or some of your podcast appearances talking about vaccines and stuff and say, well, wait a second, how is that not, a distraction, or how is that contributing to winning? Just, how do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate anybody's opinion. That's beauty in the First Amendment in this country and free speech, whether it's positive to me, whether it's negative. I joke about people talking about their vax status before they mention, comments about me. I do that because there's definitely people that view me under that lens, and so the comments that are made about me are usually framed in that mindset. I don't think that's like a sensitive comment or a victimization comment. That's just the actual truth. I respect those opinions, but those are off-season things, and those are real opportunities. Mostly podcasts with friends of mine, and then the Bobby thing was a real thing. How it got out there, I don't know. It wasn't from me. Once the season starts, it's all about football.